Agriculture. Agriculture is often considered the foundation of civilized human life. Around 10,000 BC, humans transitioned from nomadic hunter-gatherers to settled farmers. This shift wasn't just about growing crops, it was about establishing roots. By cultivating plants and domesticating animals, early humans could sustain larger populations and build more stable communities. This stability gave rise to villages, then cities, and eventually, complex societies with distinct cultures. Agriculture allowed for surplus food production, which means not everyone needed to farm. This surplus freed some people to specialize in other roles, like builders, artisans, and leaders, which diversified human activity and fostered innovation. Moreover, with settled life came the development of property rights and social hierarchies, profoundly shaping economic and social structures. Thus, agriculture didn't just change what humans ate, it fundamentally transformed how they lived, worked, and organized society, paving the way for the development of civilization as we know it today. The wheel. The invention of the wheel around 3500 BC in ancient Mesopotamia is a landmark in human innovation, fundamentally changing transportation, warfare, and industry. Initially used for pottery making, the wheel's application quickly expanded to vehicles, enabling faster and more efficient movement of goods and people. This not only boosted trade across vast distances but also facilitated cultural exchanges and the spread of ideas. The wheel's impact on transportation technology is undeniable, but its influence extends further into other mechanical uses, such as in water wheels and later in machinery during the Industrial Revolution. It enabled the construction of more complex machines, enhancing productivity and technological advancement. Moreover, the wheel's role in warfare, through chariots and later in artillery, transformed military tactics and had significant geopolitical implications. The ability to move quickly and efficiently in battle often turned the tide of conflicts, reshaping borders and influencing the rise and fall of empires. In essence, the wheel is not just a tool of practical utility but a pivotal invention that set the course for future technological developments, deeply impacting the economic, social, and political fabric of human history. Click subscribe to this channel to get more topics you love. Writing systems. The development of writing systems, beginning over 5,000 years ago, marked a profound leap in human civilization. Writing started as a method for recording transactions, such as the trade of goods and administrative details, in ancient civilizations like Sumer, in modern-day Iraq. These early scripts evolved into complex languages that could convey not just concrete information but abstract ideas, emotions, and stories. Writing enabled the accumulation and dissemination of knowledge across generations, which is crucial for the development of stable, structured societies. It allowed for the creation of laws, religious texts, and literature, shaping the cultural and moral framework of societies. This capability to store and share information transformed education, governance, and communication, making societies more cohesive yet increasingly complex. Moreover, writing systems facilitated the rise of major empires as they provided the means for efficient administration and control over vast territories. They also played a critical role in the spread of major world religions by enabling the transcription of scriptures and religious texts. Thus, writing is not merely a tool of record-keeping, it is a foundational technology that has shaped the intellectual, cultural, and political contours of human history, influencing everything from individual identity to international relations. The Enlightenment. The Enlightenment, spanning the 17th and 18th centuries, was an intellectual movement that emerged primarily in Europe. It championed reason, individualism, and skepticism of established doctrines, particularly those of the Church and absolute monarchies. Thinkers like John Locke, Voltaire, and Immanuel Kant advocated for the use of reason as the best method to understand the world and address its problems. This era fundamentally questioned traditional structures and sought to replace them with ideas that emphasized human rights, democratic governance, and scientific inquiry. The Enlightenment had profound effects on political thought and practice. It inspired revolutions, most notably the American and French revolutions, which led to the establishment of governments based on Enlightenment principles of liberty, equality, and justice. These ideas gradually spread across the world, influencing the development of modern democratic states. Moreover, the Enlightenment encouraged the pursuit of scientific knowledge, which led to incredible advancements in technology, medicine, and industry. It also promoted a secular worldview that valued education, fostering public schooling and the expansion of literate societies. In essence, the Enlightenment laid the groundwork for modern society, shaping contemporary political ideologies, educational systems, and rational and scientific approaches to problems, thus significantly influencing the way we live today. The Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution, which began in Britain in the late 18th century, was a period of profound economic, social, and technological change. It marked a major turning point in history as societies shifted from agrarian economies based on farming and handicrafts to industrial economies focused on machine production and factory systems. This transition was fueled by advancements such as the steam engine, which greatly increased the efficiency of manufacturing, transportation, and communications. The rise of factories transformed the labor market. Mass production techniques led to the creation of new jobs but also to harsh working conditions, prompting labor movements that eventually improved workers' rights and benefits. The Industrial Revolution also spurred urbanization, as people moved from rural areas to cities in search of work, dramatically changing the demographic and social landscapes. Economically, this revolution facilitated immense growth in wealth and the expansion of capitalist economies. It enabled the production of goods on a scale previously unimaginable, lowering costs and making products more accessible to a broader section of society. Moreover, the environmental impact of industrialization began to show, leading to increased pollution and resource depletion, which continue to be significant global challenges. Overall, the Industrial Revolution reshaped not just economies but entire societies, influencing everything from social structures to the global environment, setting the stage for the modern industrialized world. The Internet. The development of the Internet, which began as a research project in the late 1960s and became publicly accessible in the early 1990s, has become one of the most transformative technologies in human history. It connects billions of people worldwide, facilitating the instantaneous exchange of information and communication across vast distances. The Internet's impact on society is multifaceted. It has revolutionized how we communicate, from email and instant messaging to social media platforms that have reshaped social interactions and political activism. It has transformed industries, giving rise to e-commerce, altering traditional business models, and disrupting sectors like media, entertainment, and education. Furthermore, the Internet has democratized access to information, empowering individuals with knowledge that was once accessible only to a few. This has enabled an unprecedented level of education and self-improvement opportunities for people around the world. However, it also presents challenges, such as misinformation, privacy concerns, and the digital divide, differences in access to technology between different socio-economic groups. Economically, the Internet has created new markets and spawned new economies, such as the digital economy and the gig economy, significantly impacting global economic structures and employment patterns. Overall, the Internet continues to shape cultural, economic, and political aspects of society, pushing forward the boundaries of technology and its integration into daily life. World Wars. The First and Second World Wars were pivotal events in the 20th century that had profound impacts on the global stage. These conflicts reshaped political boundaries, influenced global power dynamics, and had lasting effects on individuals and societies. World War I, 1914 to 1918, triggered by a complex web of alliances and territorial disputes, ended with massive casualties and the disintegration of empires like Austro-Hungarian, Ottoman, Russian, and German. The Treaty of Versailles, which concluded the war, imposed harsh penalties on Germany and reshaped the map of Europe, sowing the seeds of further discontent. World War II, 1939 to 1945, emerged from unresolved issues of World War I and the rise of fascist regimes led by Adolf Hitler in Germany, Benito Mussolini in Italy, and the militaristic leadership of Japan. This global conflict was more devastating, resulting in the deaths of tens of millions and the Holocaust, in which 6 million Jews were systematically murdered. World War II concluded with a realigned global order dominated by two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, setting the stage for the Cold War. Space exploration. Space exploration began with the Soviet Union's launch of Sputnik in 1957, the first satellite to orbit Earth. This sparked the space race, highlighted by the U.S. Apollo 11 mission landing the first humans on the Moon in 1969. This field has vastly expanded our understanding of the universe, leading to significant technological and scientific advancements. Technologies developed for space missions have also enhanced Earth-based technologies in telecommunications, weather forecasting, and more. Moreover, space exploration promotes international cooperation, as seen with the International Space Station, ISS, a scientific research hub managed by multiple countries. It continues to inspire global collaboration, technological innovation, and deepens our understanding of the cosmos. The printing press. Invented by Johannes Gutenberg in the mid-15th century, the printing press revolutionized the dissemination of information, making it significantly easier and cheaper to produce books and other printed materials. This innovation played a crucial role in the spread of knowledge, literacy, and education throughout Europe and eventually the world. The accessibility of printed materials helped stimulate intellectual movements such as the Renaissance and the Reformation, and it laid the groundwork for the modern knowledge-based economy and the spread of democratic ideals. Religions. Major world religions such as Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, and Hinduism have profoundly impacted human history, shaping cultures, morals, and laws across different civilizations. These religions have provided ethical frameworks and influenced social structures, political institutions, and cultural practices. They have also been at the center of many conflicts but also efforts towards peace and reconciliation. The influence of religion extends to art, literature, and philosophy, continuously shaping human perspectives and behaviors throughout centuries. Democracy. As a political system, democracy emphasizes individual rights and freedoms, the rule of law, and the participation of citizens in political decision-making. Its origins can be traced back to ancient Greece, particularly the city-state of Athens. Modern democratic ideals and practices have been profoundly influenced by philosophical and political developments during the Enlightenment. Democracy has spread around the world and has been adapted in various forms, significantly influencing governance and political thought. It promotes accountability, transparency, and the involvement of citizens in the governance process, contributing to more equitable and stable societies. Scientific method. Developed during the Renaissance, the scientific method is a systematic approach to discovery that has become the foundation of modern science. It involves making observations, forming hypotheses, conducting experiments, and drawing conclusions. This method has enabled centuries of scientific discoveries and technological advancements, providing a reliable process for expanding knowledge and understanding of the natural world. Through its rigorous testing of ideas, the scientific method has facilitated progress in medicine, physics, chemistry, biology, and numerous other fields, fundamentally altering humanity's interaction with the environment and itself. Capitalism and the free market. Capitalism, characterized by private ownership of production and a free market system, is the predominant economic model in the modern world. It encourages competition, innovation, and individual entrepreneurship, driving economic growth and development. However, capitalism has also been criticized for leading to economic disparities and social inequalities. The free market system, where prices for goods and services are determined by open competition and supply and demand, influences global trade, economies, and politics, shaping the socio-economic landscape of nations. Marxism. The political and economic theories proposed by Karl Marx in the 19th century critique capitalism and advocate for socialism and, ultimately, a classless society. Marxism has profoundly influenced global political ideologies and history, inspiring revolutions and the formation of socialist states, most notably in Russia, China, and Cuba. Break time equals 1.5s/ Marx's ideas on class struggle, economic exploitation, and the alienation of labor continue to be relevant in discussions about social justice, workers' rights, and the critique of neoliberal economic policies. Digital Revolution. The digital revolution, beginning in the latter half of the 20th century, marks the shift from mechanical and analog electronic technology to digital electronics. This transformation has led to the proliferation of digital computers, smartphones, and the Internet, reshaping communication, media, and work. The digital age has impacted nearly every aspect of modern life, from how we connect with others to how businesses operate and govern. It has also raised important questions about privacy, cybersecurity, and the digital divide.